Hello.
Welcome to the second video.
Hello.
Okay, so after setting up the software, there are basic configurations you are supposed to do. Okay, so the first one is the classroom setup. You need to add the various classrooms or the various classes you have in your school. You have to set them up. Okay, so let me start with mine. Let me start with, let's say, class 1. Over here you assign a code for the class, so I'll assign CL1 as my class code, and then the maximum threshold is what is the maximum number of students the class can accommodate. Okay, so let's say 50. And what is the minimum? Let's say 10. When you are done, you click save. Okay, do you want to add another? Okay, yes. So over here you are going to add all the classes that you have in your school. So as you can see, as you add, it will be appearing here. So let me choose the next one. Let's say class 2. Okay, let me add last one to it. Okay, so I've added 3 classes to my school. Now later on I can come back and then add other classes to it. So let's say I'm done, I don't want to add any class again, so I click no. Okay, so the next setup you are going to do is the subject setup. You are going to add all the subjects for each class, but we have automated that process. So all you need to do is you click this button here. When you click this button, generate, the system is going to populate all the subjects for you. Okay, so let me click here and then go back, let me come back to subjects. Okay, so you see that the system has populated all the subjects automatically for me, for all the classes. Okay, so later you can add another classroom, then you come back to subject and then you generate the subject. Okay, now let me go to the dashboard. Now the system is designed in such a way that you need to complete the basic setup before you start using it. Okay, so over here you need to add at least one teacher to the system, or add all your teachers to the system. Okay, so let me add a teacher. So you fill the form for the teacher you are adding. Okay, so this is the teacher's name. Okay, so fields with red asterisk means that it is compulsory. Those fields are compulsory. So you enter the email here. Let me use my email. Then you enter the staff ID. Okay, now let me explain this RFID. Now the system has student and teacher enrollment. Now if you are going to use that system, you need to give an RFID number to each teacher. Okay, I'll explain. We will come to the enrollment and then see how it works. Okay, the enrollment is just a device used for tracking attendance, student and teachers attendance, using an RFID system, RFID card. Okay, now let's come to appointment date. over here you select the teacher's qualification. Okay, now this information for teachers can be customized. If you want us to maybe if you want additional fields to be added, we can add, or if you want some to be removed, we can also do something about it. Okay. And then bank account number, and then you enter bank name. Okay, so the account number and then bank name is not compulsory, but if you want to enter, you can put it there. Then here you upload the teacher's passport picture. Okay, so let me use this picture. Alright, then over here you upload the teacher's let me say his certificate, and then here you upload his appointment letter. Okay, these are all optional, so you can leave it. Alright, so after filling the teacher's details, you can now save. Now when you save, this is what is going to happen. The system is going to send an email to the teacher's email you provided. It's going to send an email to the teacher. The email is going to contain his login credentials, that's username and password, to log in into the system to access the teacher's portal. So let me check the email. Okay, so as you can see, I have received an email here, teacher enrollment from Links Engineering Academy. Okay, so this is the message I received. So if I'm the teacher and I want to access the teacher's portal, I'll just click this link and then log in with this username and then password. So for now, I'll keep this for now. Then we will look at how to log into the teacher's portal. Now let's come back here. So after adding a teacher, you have to add the roles. The roles are the subjects the teacher you just added teaches for a class. So the teacher is who? Kofi Asante. So let's say he teaches class 1. Let's say he teaches all subjects. He's a subject teacher. So I'll add role. Okay, I want to add another one. So let's say the same teacher teaches class 2. Over here you select the subject he teaches. So let's say he teaches everything in class 2. So I add row again, and then let's say he teaches class 3 all subjects. So one teacher teaches class 1, class 2, class 3. Alright, so I've added a teacher. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go to the dashboard. Okay, now the system brings us to this page, which is the fee type or fees, the school fees. So here you are going to add the fees, the fees you have in your school. Okay, so let's take the fee name. Let's call it I'll call it, okay, school fees. So let me say description, overall school fees. And the school fees you are adding is subject to the current term. Is subject to the current term. Now we will come to how to set up the term. So in a term, how much do you charge for a specific class? So let's say 200 cedis. Let me make it 100 cedis for. So here you choose the class. If this school fees is subject to all the class, you click select all, then you save. Okay, so we've added the fees. Okay, now the system brings us to the admission form. This is the student admission form. This is where you admit a student. Okay, in the same way, you can come to students and then you come to admission form. You get it here. So let's add a student, one student to the system. So let me call her Eunice Yeboah. So surname Yeboah Eunice. Date of birth, so let's say this is the date of birth, and then blood group, so city. So here you choose the class the student belongs to. So let's say she's in class 3, and then section. Okay, so all this information can be customized. If there is a field you want us to add, we can do that. Okay, now the RFID number, say just as the teacher's own, is the number the students are going to use for enrollment. We'll come back. We'll come to the enrollment. So over here you enter the guardian's name. So let's say Mr. Kofi Yeboah. Okay, so over here you enter the guardian's phone number. Then you add the guardian's email, which is optional. Now if you add the guardian's email and then you save, the system is going to send an email to the guardian to notify him that the student has been admitted, and then the system will generate a username and password and then a URL for the guardian to log into the parents or the student's portal. So let me use the same email so that I can receive it. And then guardian relation, father. Okay, so over here you can add a short bio, which is optional. Alright, so let me upload the student's photograph. Okay, so let me use this. Alright, so I can save. So I click save. If you want to add another student, you click yes. Okay, so let me exit for now. Okay, now the system brings us to the system settings. So this is where we are going to set the academic terms. All right, so let's take for example that currently we are in the 3rd term. So I'll choose 3rd term here, and then you indicate when the term begins. So let's say it be it begins today, maybe 15th August 2022. And when does the term end? So let's say the term ends let's say November. Okay, let's say October 30th. This is just an example. 2022. Okay, enter number of school days in the term. So let's say 60. And then over here you enter the vacation date. Now these informations are required for the system to make certain decisions. We will look at those decisions as we proceed. Okay, so let's say vacation is on, let's say 1st November, and then reopening. Okay, so let's say reopening is let's say 30th November. Okay, so this is just an example. So I have set the current academic period or the current term. Okay, so I can save here. Alright, now the system brings us to the school profile. Okay, now we need to make all these settings. The moment you are done, then you can start using the system. Okay, so the school name is Lakes Engineering Academy. You put the postal address here. Okay, and then if you have school website, you can put it here, and then here you enter the school, you choose the school logo. Okay, you need the school logo to display on the terminal report and then other reports. Okay, so let me use this as my school logo. And then over here you upload the headmaster's signature. Now you need this because the system will be generating reports like terminal report, and the report must per our requirement, it should have the head teacher's signature. Yeah, which is optional, but you can choose it here so that it displays on the terminal report whenever you generate it. Okay, so let me upload this as a signature. Alright, okay, so when you are done, you click Save Changes. Okay, so now the system is set up. In the next video, we are going to look at other features. So I'll end here and then continue in the next video. Thank you for watching. See you.